Ayan, nagulat tuloy ako sa sarili ko. No? Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So I am Coach Orvyl from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for careless living. So this coaching conversation is for someone who is being blocked in living the life he or she wants because of the fear of being judged. So and because no, you've been, maybe you've been in the situation, or you've been here for the longest time na meron kang gustong gawin, pero takot ka talaga kung ano sasabihin ng ibang tao when you start doing it. No, like you start to overthink how they would think, or how they would respond kapag nakita ka nila ginagawa yung gusto mong gawin for the longest time. Maybe something na you consider or you see it na hindi common, kaya parang ganun mo siya nakikita, no? And if that's you, if you're connecting with that, and then you're tired of being in that situation, and you're ready to really move forward and really want to how to start caring less of what others might say, and really care more of who you are and what you really want to do for the longest time. And I'm on my mission is really to help highly doubtful men from because of past mistake, guilt, and shame, towards living confidently on their own terms, responsibly, towards greatest self. Being greatest self na, ano ba yung greatest self na? For me, greatest self is being that person, being that man that can really make your unstoppable dream come true. Unstoppable dream come true, ano naman yan? Ito yung dream mo na meron sa'yo for the longest time. And maybe kung you're going to reflect on it, meron kang mga maliliit na dreams right now, o you might say na ito yung old dream mo. Pero naka-anchor pa rin doon yung dream mo, yung dream na yun. Like for me, for example, I really dream of really talking in front and really telling my story, creating an impact and influence. That's something I dream until right now. Working as a software engineer, and it's still I don't want to use the word hunt, pero parang ganun, parang hinanting ako ng mismong gusto ko, no? So if that's you, you're connecting, so this coaching Think Talk is for you. So thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. So please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. So you may also give some shout outs to people who you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So if you're watching this on a replay, please comment #replay kapag pinapanood mo to. So maybe you're watching this June, ano bang date ngayon? So it's June 12. June 12, yeah, happy birthday sa kapatid ko. It's June 12, 2021. And if you're watching this June 12, 2022, so #replay, comment ka lang right now, and I'll get notified. Life Coach Philippines got notified, and mababalikan namin yung comment mo. Just really express yourself. This is a safe space, no? So, yun. And I am streaming via Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. So if you're new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe para you'll be updated dun sa mga bagong video namin, and other coaching Think Talk sessions with other coaches. Okay? So, sino po ulit ako? I am Coach Orvyl Tumaneng. So, I'm professional certified CACC life and mental health coach. So, CICC, anong meaning niya po na actively co-create life coaching certification. So, it's a life coaching certification under Life Coach Philippines. So, sino yung teacher, sino yung master coach natin dito? So, Master Coach A. No, and I got certified last April, and this certification is very timely. Not necessarily dahil coach na ako. Of course, it's a big thing, lalo kung coach ka. If you're a coach right now and you really want to serve professionally and really help that one person that you really want to help, like getting a certification is really the most responsible thing to do. And CACC is something I highly recommend, because pinagdaanan ko siya. I had my experience in CAC, Life Coaching Certification. So it's meron siyang 21-day web-based coaching. So yung currently ang ginamit natin ginamit Master Coach A na platform dito is it's Ruzuko, if you heard that. And then meron tong 3-day live coaching, like live bootcamp. Tama ba yun? Like a 3-day coaching session, intensive coaching session with Master Coach A, and another 3 days for business coaching with senior coaches. Okay? So yun yung meron sa CAC. So if you want to know more about it, Yung number na sa baba, 0917-586-1661, and most likely, si Coach Rizal yung makokontakt you dyan, and you can ask her about CACC, how beautiful it is, the things that you can get, and what are the bonuses inside, okay? So, almost a decade na, I'm a software engineer. No, it's really my passion in coding, talking to computer, creating program that computer executes. And to all software engineers out there watching, shout out sa inyo. And I'm really say, good, congrats, no? Congrats, good luck, and like really, thank you. No? It's a new normal, and I really know some most of my software engineers na friend. Of course, me myself, really doing things different right now, creating innovation that is really fit ko ano sitwasyon natin. We always din nandun tayo sa creative part of ano ba yung pwede natin gawing innovation right now. So to all software engineers out there, full stack developer, back end, front end developer, database, and people that really like those visionaries creating a startup right now. Congratulations and thank you for doing it. Thank you for following your passion. Okay, and I'm a Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build Thrive, we build community as we help your unstoppable dream come true. And actually, this is a celebration because excuse me po, no? So, going back, Master Builder Apprentice, so nag-end yung 4th month namin nung Friday, and it really actually kaya siya special kasi it really it's the sign or the signal, or it's the start of being more hands-on in what we do, the tribe that we decided to build and really help, no? And I'm going to talk about it more afterward. The tribe that I am building right now is called Shamelessly Me Coaching Community. So I created a Facebook group, private Facebook group for men para dito sa Facebook group na to. More on that afterwards, okay? And yun, I'm a certified life coach. I got certified actually. First certification ko happened year 2018. And since then, up until now, I really focus on building confidence. So maybe some of you napanood, marami na kayo napanood na resources, marami na kayo nabasang self-help book, talk to people, listen to public speaking about building confidence. Now, and my focus is building confidence in the context of how can we start caring less of what others might say and caring more of who you are and what you really want to do for the longest time. Okay? Ayan, good morning po, Miss Coach Joanna. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. Yeah. So, and that's the reason why meron tong coaching think talk natin, careless coaching, coaching for careless living. Yan yung pangalan ng think talk natin. And yun, it's a very exciting session because we are on part 7, di ba? Bakit meron tayong part 7 ni Tama? So, hashtag pack my bag moment, hashtag coaching think talk, and hashtag careless coaching. Ayan, so kapag meron kayo na-realize, like something na, like you heard something, meron kayong, like, ito yung narinig nyo na to, may naisip kayo, something valuable sa realization story, I'm really inviting you, please share it to your timeline along with our official hashtags. And so, hashtag pack my bag moment, coaching think talk, and careless coaching. 2 things. As you learn that this session, meron kayong realize, in order for it na mas kumagat, mas lalong ma-internalize ika nga, is really putting it something tangible. Ano bang mas magandang term? Kapag sinabi kasing tangible for me, of course, nahahawakan. But yung alam mo yung lumabas siya sa utak. Like, pinalabas mo siya sa utak ko. Kaya nga lagi namin i-invite, get your pen. Actually, right now, I'm really inviting you, get your pen, get your paper, and let's start writing kung meron kayo na-realize. And then, of course, another technique doon is comment, along with our coaches na nanonood right now. And po, good morning po, Coach Marife. And magandang umaga po. And yun, this is a safe space, express yourself. And then, yun nga, share it to your timeline with our official hashtag na itong tatlo. And yung second one, I really believe that it's now is the time to put more life in the internet. When I say life, more positivity, more wisdom, and really to lessen the anxiousness na meron sa social media. You know, like imagine your timeline, yung feed mo, Facebook feed mo, really reading mga like life lessons, beautiful stories, beautiful testimonies ng mga tao right now, and stories of survival, stories of thriving, stories of crossover. No, like imagine that kung yun yung laman ng Facebook feed mo, and that would really give big impact, especially in mental health. The anxiousness na create right now nung space na internet, and of course the fear. And then meron pa minsan you start to feel guilty when you start comparing yourself with other people. No, there's a lot of things, hindi ko siya mailista right now, but the point is, if you realize something, you learn something valuable at this very moment, no? Like dito sa session natin, share to your timeline with our official hashtag para rin makita namin yung comment nyo. We can really support and really thank you personally dun sa post nyo, okay? Ayan, so like I said kanina, we are nasa part 7 na tayo. We're talking about how to stop worrying of what others might think. So, this is a quick recap. No, actually, in every day, dahil part 7 siya, in every day may tatlo, but right now, I will recap po 2 each episode. No, so, kung nag-curious kayo kung ano yung isa, ano yung nawala dito, visit ko, after nito, panoorin niyo yung replays nung coaching think tank natin about how to care less, how to stop worrying about others might say, okay? So, quick recap lang. So, episode 1, we talk about, remember, everyone worries. No, like we worry na ano yung sasabihin ng ibang tao, ano sasabihin kaya ng kapitbahay, ano sasabihin ng friend ko kapag ginawa ko yung gusto kong gawin. Maybe you start to shift from a business corporate into really doing your business. No, like when you start to edit some relationship, maybe to stop relationship, creating boundaries, we worry what others might say. But then try also to check the perspective na they themselves also worries what you say about them. Most likely may ganun rin. So hindi lang ikaw. So may like you're going to see, ay, oo, nag-worry rin sila kung ano sinasabi ko. No? Like, that's that perspective. And then episode 1, we talk about seek wise counsel. This is a journey. No? Journey towards living confidently, careless living is a journey. When you say careless, it's not about wala na tayong pakialam sa ibang tao, but it's really caring more, starting from start to care more of who you are and what you really want to be, and really lessening the pressure na binibigay if we worry too much of what others might say. So episode 2, we talk about find out who you are. Like how can you start caring more of who you are if you don't know who you are? So that's the gist, no? And what's the worst case scenario? Oftentimes we overthink. We start to really create stories in our mind. Kung ano yung sasabihin ng ibang tao, maybe baka mag-fail yung gagawin natin, kaya nakakatakot kapag nakita nila, how will they react kapag nag-fail. No? What's the worst case scenario? Because if you're going to be mas objective, most likely you're going to see it's not really that bad when you start doing what you really want. Episode 3, we talk about change your focus. Most of the time, we are really focused on what others might say. We always internalize, we focus on the assumptions na mayroon tayo kung ano yung pwedeng sabihin ng ibang tao kapag ginagawa natin yung gusto natin gawin. Yan. Good morning po, Coach Team. Magandang Sabado po sa inyo. Yan. And have compassion for others. 2 years ago, comparing yourself now and then 2 years ago, most likely you're more confident in what you do. And it's really a healing part also. We start expressing or being compassionate dun sa mga tao rin na nasa journey of becoming confident in the things that they really want to do. Let's start healing while helping. So that's the point of episode number 3. So episode na the 3, 4, 5, yeah. Episode number 4 naman, we talk about question the appropriateness. Is it really appropriate to overthink? Is it really appropriate to respond in a pleasing way at that very moment? Because oftentimes, like we care too much. I always sasabihin ko talaga yung care too much because dito tayo nadadali talaga, no? We start to please other people. And is that really the appropriate responding to it? Or maybe yung ibang tao rin, they are really looking for a feedback. For example, let's get the picture of feedback. Instead of a person, a close friend, really asking, hey friend, ano bang feedback mo dun sa ginawa ko? And then, you know there's something to be improved dun sa ginawa niya, but then, gusto mong i-please yung kaibigan mo, natatakot kang sabihin, you start really, no? You responded inappropriately in terms of really giving kung ano yung hinihingi ng friend. If you're connecting, comment kayo kung connect kayo. And then, make time for yourself. Again, babalik yan, how would you care more of who you are if you don't know who you are? And really being objective in putting time in knowing who you are, understanding who you are, what you do, why you do things, it's really a big thing. Make time for yourself, most likely is the time for you to help. Like seek, yan, babalik tayo sa episode 1, start to seek wise counsel, start talking to a certified life coach and really help you process things kung paano mo nakikita right now yung mga bagay-bagay. Ayan po. And then, episode 5, pinag-usapan natin, take up a new hobby. Confidence most of the time requires creativity. And you know what? If we're going to think of it, biglang lalabas yung creativity natin when we start doing new things na alam natin gusto natin gawin. Like, me, myself, I bought my guitar. Tapos, like when then curious ka talaga for the longest time, gusto ko talaga mag-guitar right now, meron ako, and you start playing things, a new song na ini-imagine mo lang i-play before, and then you start to become more creative, you start to see, ganun pala siya ginagawa. And if you're going to check that picture, walang, sasabihin ko sana walang hiya. Pero yeah, hindi ako nahihiya because purely you're curious of doing it. No? The curiosity and really the feeling of fulfillment kapag nagigets mo yung bagay na ginagawa mo. So like take up a new hobby. No? Like maybe every month, one new hobby that is not really big, is small, like 1 hour a walk every day next month. So it's really up to you. The point is, start breaking patterns. Kasi baka yung ginagawa mo every day, ganyan na yung ginagawa mo last 10 years ago. Like imagine yourself na walang nagbago sa pattern. Yun yung ginagawa for the last 10 years. That's it. Make a change. That's another topic na pinag-usapan natin. Day 5 or episode 5, make a change because you're going to, you make a change for yourself because gusto mo siya at hindi dahil yun yung gusto ng nakakarami. We often go with the flow, di ba? May ganung usapan, we often go with the flow. Pero ano ba yung gusto ko talaga? And that change, how I value that change, ano makukuha ko after that? Yeah, maybe my uncomfortability, but the value, the possibility na makukuha mo, really changing your course, like not really going with the flow, but then deciding to follow your design. We have life coaching. We always talk about, we have the driven, no, and flowing, no, may tatin driven life, and then yung naka-flow lang na life, and go with the flow life, and then the third one is really the design life, the understanding what is your design. And last week we discussed 2, no? Meditate in the word to live. It's a word of God po yan, na misspelled lang. Meditate on the word of God. Me, myself, I'll be honest, 2 years ago, I'm not really, laging, hindi ako yung don't Jesus me. Ako, ganun din akong tao na like, I'm not really into it. But then, I'm really inviting you to be objective dito sa point na to, meditating the word of God. Oftentimes, we meditate, but then, what are we meditating for? And me, myself, my experience reading the Bible, that, no, alam natin, it's a decision, no? I really believe that God is really existing. God is with me since day 0. But then, ma-amaze ka kapag magbabasa ka ng Bible, start to flip it, no, one verse a day, and then you're going to reflect on it. Dito rin natin nakuha yung start living carelessly, because in the Bible, I forgot the verse, but talks about don't go with flow with the world. Parang ganun, like don't conform, but yeah, don't conform in the ways of the world, and but really follow your design, really understanding who you are, and putting more focus on what is true, what is lovely, what is just. Diba? Those are the things that I learned reading the Bible, and it really helps me. No, and yeah, you might really check how powerful the Word of God is. It is a personal relationship, okay? And resign yourself. Another typo ulit yan. So it's resign yourself. Resign yourself, it means like really accept things. Darating yung point, meron taong hindi kanya gusto. At darating yung point, meron yung tao na hindi mo rin gusto kahit at bakit kahit nakikita mo na gusto ng iba. No? Kahit hindi na dumating ka ba yung sa point na bakit gusto nila yung tao nito pero ako hindi ako mapalagay. And then darating yung point na bakit hindi nila ako friend or hindi nila ako gusto pero I'm doing my best. So, like, resign yourself, accept these things are really happening, that these exist. We don't have control on how others would respond. So, that's another truth that you wanna really reflect dito sa coaching fit talk natin today. And, we are in, episode 7, and the first thing is, write it down. How to stop worrying about what others might think, write it down. And so when we write down our fears on paper, our brains can deal with the issues logically instead of emotionally. Yan yung sinabi natin. So scientists have studied the effectiveness of writing down our fears to help resolve them and discovered that it's highly effective. So journaling has to be encouraged for all sorts of reasons, and the fear of being thought badly of it is just one of the story. The power of really bringing outside, like yung palabasin natin we often fall on overthinking, and ano ba yung mga iniisip natin right now? Start writing it. Start your day, start your morning by really like squeezing the sponge. We have this powerful lesson sa CACC. You're going to get it in sa CACC, co-actively co-create life coaching certification. We call it this squeeze the sponge, which is ilabas mo yung nasa isip mo, like really free up your brain, and tapos mula doon kapag nalabas mo, pag sa nilabas, sulat mo lang siya, then you start to see and feel lighter. Yeah. Again, it's getting our worries on paper will actually give you clarity on where they come from, what triggers them, and how to make a start in changing how you react or feel. Okay. So next, stop trying to read minds. Who's connecting? If you're watching this on a replay, comment ka lang dito, #replay, #connecting. No one can know what you are thinking unless you tell them. So by this same token, you have no way of knowing what others people are thinking. Yeah. So they're more likely worrying about how they're going to pay for the car, repair bill, how to get a promotion at work, or about their kids' grades, basically anything but you. So what I'm trying to point out po dito is we really want to read kung paano magre-respond yung tao. We really want to know paano magre-respond yung tao, especially if they are really showing or really reflecting na hindi akma or hindi sumaswak sa expectation mo, and because of that we tend to think how can I really please this person, or really what will make this person agree, or parang paano niya ako tatanggapin, something like that. And bakit siya galit sa akin? Dahil kapag yan ayaw natin may nagagalit sa atin, di ba? And start to worry, bakit siya galit sa akin, and so and so. Really stop trying reading minds. I'm not saying you might be wrong always or you might be right, kasi di ba naman we start to see patterns naman or talaga naman minsan alam mo yung feel natin ganito siya mag-isip ganun. But really reading minds will just put more pressure on the things that you want to do. Always remember that how others would respond or react in the things that you do, the things that you say, the things that you fight for is really out of your control. Like really stop putting pressure that doesn't really make sense. Because again, end of the day, hindi kasi talaga natin kontrolado kung paano mag-respond yung ibang tao. Kaya nga, start to care more of who you are and start caring less of what others might say. And last but not the least, ask yourself what someone's behavior could mean. Ooh, di ba? Like let me let's digest it a little bit deeper. So kanina sinabi ko lang, stop reading others' mind, no? Like sinabi ko na I stop trying to read minds. But then here, ask yourself what someone's behavior could mean. Really, like there could be many reasons for someone's action. Again, di ba, like if you're going to think of it, wait, sinabi mo lang, dapat hindi tayo mag-isip, wag natin masyadong isipin or trying to read others mind. Pero ba't dito sasabi mo like how like to put meaning on someone's behavior? Like for example, you might think someone doesn't like you just because they didn't talk to you, right? No, so alternatively, they might just be having a bad day, be incredibly shy, or didn't even see you. Diba? Dito yung kunyari like that picture. Ay, bakit parang ang off? Bakit parang hindi ako pinansin, for example, or bakit parang parang hindi ito yung normal, diba? Like parang may mga ganun, hindi maganda yung atmosphere with him or with her, tapos pero parang no lang kahapon, parang okay, diba? Like we start to think about that. This point, what it's trying to say is, let's understand how others are behaving and not really predicting what he or she will do or how he or she will respond the next time. Understanding means, bakit kaya siya ganun mag-react right now? Bakit ganun siya nagbe-behave right now? It is putting more compassion, understanding to that person. We are not here again reading other people. Not reading other people for maybe to please them. Like really nakafocus kasi tayo yung next na gagawin niya eh. But here, focus tayo, okay, bakit siya ganun nag-react? What just happened? Ano yung nangyari sa kanya? And really understand. Baka nga ganun, maybe meron lang siya, bad day, incredibly shy, nahihiya lang siya in that very moment. Ganun talaga. I myself, I always talk about from shyness to shyness and papalo talaga yung nahihiya ka na lang. And it's totally okay kung hindi mo bagets kung bakit bigla kang nahiya. It's really part of our mental health. And you want to know more, learn more about it, let's have a conversation. Connect with us, 0917-586-1661. When you catch yourself reading someone's behavior towards you, ask yourself what else could have caused their reaction. You'll soon see the list is endless. So start really understanding and not really judging. Oftentimes we doubt ourselves on how we interact with other people. Maybe because nabuo na sa sistema natin, really overthinking, really trying to read other people's mind and how can we get their approval. And oftentimes, nabuo tong sistema na to because this is the way for us to survive maybe years ago. Dumating tayo sa situation wherein what we think na parang pwede tayo makasurvive maybe in a corporate. Let me get that example. Minsan, for us to survive, we really need to see and understand how our manager works, no? And for us to get the promotion. But then darating yung point of like you're going to need to be more accountable of who you are. And that doubt will pile up. That doubt will come out. Kasi ganun yung na-build na sistema. Previous mistake, guilt, shame, nakahiya, meron ka na pagdaanan years ago, and because of that, you start reacting how you react right now. You start do things like you start to do things which is not common because you yourself may pinagdaanan ka na hindi rin napagdaanan ng iba. No? You have that sample picture, but the point is something happened. And if you're the man that you're really stuck in this one, I mean, like you're still carrying that guilt, that shame, that past mistake, or even right now you're still beating yourself. Like even though you have a lot of wins, pero like you start belittling yung wins na yon, maybe because you have that narrative na I don't deserve it. Maybe because you start saying na I made mistake before. This is the karma na meron ako. If you have that narrative and you really like really tired of feeling that, like having that mindset, really inviting you inside Shamelessly Me coaching community. So this is this is a Facebook group. So it's connected to the tribe that I'm building because again I'm on a mission really helping highly doubtful men because of guilt, shame, past mistake, towards living confidently outside normal, living confidently outside typical. Oftentimes we say, oh, confident naman ako sa ginagawa ko eh. Confident naman. I mean, no one can really challenge that if that's what you feel. But the question is, what's your unstoppable dream? And you identify your unstoppable dream na yun. You start to assess, is that the confidence you need to get that unstoppable dream? And maybe some of you were doing your best to get that unstoppable dream, pero things happened in the past. Things happened that you decided, I think hindi to para sa akin, I don't deserve this dream. Then you start having that narrative. No, maybe you start to say, napaka-drama naman ng ganun, but it happened. If you're that person, if you're connecting with that, right? All of us has a design. Like, kanina sinabi ko, driven life, di ba? Drifting life, driven life, but we have what we call the design life. Like, what do you think you should, like, is your purpose, your mission? Di ba may mga ganong common thing? But then let's put it on yung chill lang na mo. Not necessarily chill, yung pinaka, lang, simpleng term. What is it that you really want? Talaga. No? Lagyan natin yung talaga. Like, be brutally honest. The things that you're doing right now, is that the end, that like na ba yung like that's the ultimate milestone, I should say, parang ganun. I always point the shame, guilt, and past mistake because these are the things that making us so doubtful to do, or so making us doubtful to go outside comfort zone. And if you're that man and you really want to start the journey, let's have a conversation. Join me inside Shamelessly Me coaching community. I'm the creator and founder of this group, and start saying yes saying yes to yourself and start caring less of what others might say. Start loving yourself shamelessly. Forgive yourself. Shamelessly Me coaching community. And I want to invite you here. No? So it's a Master Coach A. Master Coach A has officially launched the B-Learning Society, so that the tent maker of B-Learning Home for Mental Fitness and Decaf Coffee Republic is hosting the B-Learning e-card that unlocks opportunities to smarter living with monthly perks. So may perks na. So this is a e-card no, sa Decaf Coffee Republic, and I'm going to discuss to you 3 perks, yung tatlong bagay or bonus or makukuha nyo yung benefit no, sa card na to. So the first one is a 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic. So Decaf Coffee Republic dito yan sa Pioneer Center Compound along Pioneer Road, Capitolio, Pasig City. So pagpasok niyo sa gate, andun si Decaf Coffee Republic. Makikita niyo yung logo doon. And doon din yung tambayan ko. My favorite drink there is matcha latte and cafe pandan. May waffle rin sila. Sarap rin. And sausage. And yung nagpapanggap na karne. Pag sinabi ko nagpapanggap na vegetarian meat, ba't kasi lagi ko nakakalimutan yung name. So for example, may sisig doon. Pero yung sisig na yun, it's a healthy sisig. Hindi siya yung actual na sisig, right? Yan. So dito sila si Coach Rizel. Good morning po, Master Coach Jasmine. Good morning. Coach Nords, magandang umaga po. Ayan. So that's the first perk nung e-card. No? Second perk is a mental model masterclass by Master Coach A happening every third Sunday of the month. And the third na perk naman is a 90-minute coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. Mental model, no, like that's the second perk, that's the second benefit that you can get from this, a very timely card. And when you say mental model, it's how we think. Like, why are we caring too much of what others might say? No? Maybe for the longest time, hindi ito yung first time mo makarinig na, hindi ito yung first time mo naghahanap ng reason. How can you become confident na parang kahit ano yung sabihin ng tao, gagawin mo yung gusto mong gawin. So like, and it will always fall in how our brain responding in every situation. From meeting other people, from really expressing your dream, and from really setting your goal. This falls into what's your current mental model. So yung pinaka first mental model I attended by Master Coach A, we discussed goal achievement. Yeah, so yung pinaka gist nun is we discuss yung mental model where Elon Musk is operating. So si Elon Musk siya lang naman yung gumawa ng PayPal, siya lang yung gumawa ng Tesla, and siya lang yung gumagawa ngayon nung SpaceX. And ano naman yung ang purpose or mission ni SpaceX is to make Mars habitable, something na pwedeng second Earth, di ba? That's the ano. But then, yeah, like going to think of it, di ba, sobrang gigantic na parang kakaiba yung dream and parang impossible, but then a person is really doing that. And anong merong mental model siya which is making him so confident, making him keep moving forward in spite of the struggles, the challenges that he is encountering along the way to make that goal or dream come true. So that's a mental model. So really inviting you sa next class natin on June 19. No, so it's June 19, so that's next week, Saturday. We're going to talk about mental model barbell. So from the sentence itself, the phrase itself talks about how can we make this is how I see it. Now we're going to talk about paano ba natin papalakasin yung brain natin, what's the mental model really making our brain more healthier, can really process more things. So that's how I see, kasi I myself, no, like lagi nami-meet ko si Master Coach sa Decaf Coffee Republic, but then ako wala pa akong idea talaga dun sa discussion Sabado, so I'm really excited. But then that's my current na na parang sa tingin ko lang. So yun, di ba, like that curiosity. And if you're curious kung ano yung mental model barbell, connect with Coach Giselle right now, 0917-586-1661 to know more about it. Ayan. So thank you so much for joining me this Saturday morning. No, it's of course it's a weekend, and what's the best way to start a weekend is really learning something, and not hindi lang simpleng learning, but really allowing yourself, trusting yourself in the process, reflecting the things that you've heard. Again, this is coaching. Like, when I say this is coaching, my point here is you start to realize things right now. Me myself doesn't really know your answer, ano yung dapat sabihin sa'yo. We don't give advice. We present coaching resources right now, and if like kunyari right now marami kang tanong, marami kang nare-realize, and you wanna bring it out, you wanna express it, you're one message away for the help that you need right now. 0917-586-1661. You can message me, 0928-854-0126. You can privately message me if you have concern, question, reaction, feedback, and in our session for this morning. You can directly message me in my Facebook profile, facebook.com/OrvylFT, and my official Facebook page is Coach Orvyl. Okay, so ayan, so as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach C for coaching for actionable motivation at 2 p.m. and Coach John for coaching for premium growth at 4 p.m. So I would like also to invite you to Master Coach A's Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. So this is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life, so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. So ano meron? This includes 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. So the program package also comes with many other bonuses So connect with Coach Rizal 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. So once again, I am Coach Orvyl from Life Coach Philippines, coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us, think and talk like this. This is Us in the Philippines, Love ang Boom. Magandang umaga po, Coach Orvyl signing off.